It's Mike J from Born and Raised in South Detroit. This is episode 4. Once again, I'm going to start off by saying things have gotten worse. I know I kind of touched on the first episode saying whether or not things are as bad as they are right now, it's still the best time to be alive. Ever. There's not a better time. And you can go back to, 40s and 50s and even 60s, whatever, and you can say, you know, everybody had more core values and, family time meant a lot more and, single motherhood wasn't as rampant and this and that. But when you look at the pros of now, and a lot of people, they get really into the, well, as much as we're connected right now, we're less connected than ever and this and that. But still, I mean, even with that, having access to, your family and friends at the touch of a phone, it is nice. There are some things, obviously, that I wish I had been alive for in the past, but at the same time, these are nice times. Everything's very easy. Everything's very accessible. Now, politically, I guess you could say it's probably the worst it's ever been. I mean, if you were to tell somebody, years ago that white liberal college kids are going to take over cities or try, I mean, like, they haven't taken it over. And I know I've gotten in a few arguments with people because they're like, they haven't taken the entire city over. I get that. But even the amount that they've taken over, if you were to tell somebody this years ago, they're like, no fucking way. Not a chance. That's not happening. Come on. It's true, man. It's happening right now. And they have done it at such an easy rate. They just did it. They just said, you know what? We're done. City handed over their precinct, their city hall, whatever else. No problem. Not a second thought. And then even when Trump's offering help, the idiot there has to hashtag Black Lives Matter. Scary times for them people. But again, as much as they're causing all this crazy shit, not that long ago there was, murder nonstop, people dying every day, and diseases killing people every day. Nowadays, it's just not like that. Like, we don't die of the fucking measles, or we don't die of whatever else, man, rabies. These things are solved a little bit. However, the fact that these monuments are being ripped down at an unprecedented rate, destroyed, desecrated, and nobody cares. The right act like they care, but they're not defending anything, man. If they did, they'd be guarding these fucking things. They would have, people set up at all times for this shit. They don't care. They're letting this shit happen just as much as our leaders are. And one thing that I found fantastic was, I don't know if I touched on this already. I don't think I did. All these statues getting ripped down, thrown in rivers, destroyed. There's a dumbass Trudeau statue in Vaughan, Ontario that was spray painted on the face. As far as I know, that's all that it was done to it. And the police are investigating this because it's Trudeau. George Washington, Sir John A. Macdonald, those statues, not so much. Don't matter. But Trudeau, man, Senior Trudeau, mind you, Justin's step poppy, I can't see Trudeau Justin getting a statue, but if he does, he does. People will destroy it, I'm sure. Regardless, yeah, it's just hilarious that that's the one that everybody cares about now. All the police are on top of it. They're gonna get down to the bottom of this. Meanwhile, they have the names of people that tore down the George Washington one out in Portland, and nothing will be done. Ted Wheeler's a moron. He's got to be the dumbest one. What I find hilarious, too, about that situation, the other day, somebody on one of my Instagram lists had posted something about Ted Wheeler. So I click on Ted Wheeler's Instagram. He's got pictures of, his mom that just passed away. And I'm like, let's see what the people are saying. All the people that he defends, tooth and nail, defends these idiots. They're all telling him, I hope you're next. Go resign. Fuck your mother. Good, she's dead. These are the people he defends. These aren't the right-wing people that he leaves out to dry and, leaves out to get attacked by these fucking little scumbag kids. These are his constituents, as you could say. And I just don't get it. And I saw another article about, who was it, the UN, saying that it was unfair for Trump to say that Antifa are terrorists. I don't understand the logic behind what they say when they talk about this. All these idiots with this Antifa, that means if you're anti-Antifa, doesn't that mean you're pro-fascist? Me? Yes, I am. I like it. However, the people that are scared to say that, and I don't care if I'm hyperbolic about things, you're going to call me something, I'm going to own it, and I'm going to, not let it bother me. I've been called all these things a million times for many different reasons, and it's just water off the duck's back at this point. It's just retarded. Like, you cry wolf so much. And sorry to get sidetracked a little bit, but there was a guy the other day that tried pulling that shit. And I'm like, dude, you're the boy who cried wolf at this point, man. And I know that's not an original thought. Everybody's thought of that, but it's true. You say things to everyone, and then when you say it to a certain person, it's not going to have the effect that you want it to. You're not going to bully me into the corner, man. It's not going to happen. Anyways, back to... what was I even talking about? I completely forget now. The hypocrisy of these idiots. But yeah, it's the article that I had read about the UN. There was a meme the other day about, if Antifa called themselves anti-bad guys. And they're fighting the bad guys. So how could they be in the wrong? They're fighting the bad guys. It says it right in their name. Things evolve into certain things, and it's just how it goes. There's all these church groups that, are labeled one thing, but meanwhile, they have a name such as, all person created equal, whatever. And then, they're painted as these homophobic terrorists. However, these people, because they say they're fighting fascism, that means it's okay for them to take the tactics that they do. I just think about, if, let's say 1,000 right-wingers were to take over 6 city blocks, do you think that wouldn't be fucking Waco? It would be Waco within seconds. Leaders shot and killed. Kids burned to death in buildings. It would happen so fast. And that's even in a Republican city. It doesn't matter. If right-wingers did anything close to this, and you've seen it. They talk about the optics of the Proud Boys, and you know my opinion on the Proud Boys. I'm not a big fan. I was part of it at one time. I'm not a fan. However, They talk about the optics, about wearing the shirts. And yes, I get it. It was, skinhead shirts back in the 80s. They wore the same shirts. That's it. Antifa wears all black, ski masks, and weapons, and they still don't get labeled, as bad optics. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense, but this is the world we live in. There's this one jackass that's on our Windsor Star here in Windsor. And he's a contrarian to me, specifically. He follows everything, by the book that the Big Daddy says. But when it comes to me, he's always on me. He's constantly saying, right wing rules the world. I don't know if he's a troll or not, because it doesn't seem that way. His opinions are very structured. They're not just throwing words out there. He literally thinks that, the right wingers are still running things, and, whites are still running things. And it's just irritating to me, like, here's a little, this is obviously just my personal opinion, or a personal story of mine. There's a friend of mine, well, ex-friend of mine. He's a fucking moron now. But he was very, black rights, black power, which is fine with me, man. I don't care. I'm a proud white dude. I don't give a fuck. If you're proud to be black, that's cool. I'll probably like you more if you're that way. And he was constantly whining about, oh, the police did this and the police did that. You've never had that in your life. Don't act like you have. I know, I've known you for years. You've never had any problem with the police or any type of racism. Don't fucking act like you have. So regardless, he had this stupid status. This was my tipping point. Him, please stop killing us. Please, please. Begging. And I've explained to him, the whole, whites are more likely to be killed by cops, which they are. Whites are more likely to be killed by blacks, which they are. Blacks are more likely to be killed by blacks, which they are. And besides all that, there was a point in time where, he was a fuck up at our work, which I was at that job too, but he used to sneak out on the clock while getting paid, go drink, go do whatever. And somebody said, aren't you afraid you're going to get fired? And he goes, no, look at this. Pointed at his skin. No, I'm black. Why would I be scared I'm going to get fired? So I have privilege. Me, as a white dude, that could get fired for that, no problem. But this younger black man, same age as me, has so much confidence that they won't fire him for that reason that he does whatever he wants. And he has been fired or laid off and then got his job back many times. It's just sickening. Like, and then he would act like we were all privileged, man. Meanwhile, he was getting away with everything because he's black, man. That's why. It's just embarrassing that you act like, so much is wrong with your life. It's not. Some may have it bad. You're not one of them. Regardless, I mean, everybody walks their own path. Everybody wants to be a victim sometimes, I guess, right? Also, some articles I've been reading about were how BLM has turned into a neo-Marxist group. A lot of people deny this. No, it's just for black lives. That's all that matters. No. Another nice new article that came out. Our main focus is getting Trump out of office. I thought your main focus was racial injustice. No? No, it's all about Trump, eh? That's cute. But, I've been predicting that for years. Since BLM came out and it basically got co-opted by every other social justice faction. And, there's been so much anti-white racism online that, goes unchecked constantly. We knew it was going to get to this point. They're trying to push almost like a political party. I wouldn't be surprised if they turned into one. They have the National Socialists. They have the, or not National Socialists, the Democratic Socialists of America. National Socialists, not so popular these days. I mean, some people. But, yeah, there's those things. And then there's that Gazi Kadzo or whatever the fuck his dumbass name was, the Uhuru kid. He had some kind of like political party started that he was getting donations for. And BLM has been getting donations nonstop, man. Lots of money going in there. Where's it going? It's going to Sean King's fucking spray tans? Like, where is this money going? I don't even know if Sean King's around anymore. But, I mean, he probably is, I'm sure. Last I saw, he was dropping some alt-right talking points. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Maybe you got hacked. I don't know. But another thing that they're, now pushing is if you want to be free, as in not stuck at home, that means you're against BLM. This has been a correlation people are making. Which, another thing I've called. Everybody that has the stupid blacked out photo or the BLM bullshit in their fucking banner or whatever, you go back a profile picture and it's stop the spread, stay home, blah, blah, blah. And then before that, celebrate Pride. So it's all connected, man. But yeah, so now they're trying to push that on like normies, basically. Not extremists, just normies. If you don't want us to be stuck in your house, that means you hate Black Lives Matter. Guilty, but some aren't feeling that way. They don't feel that way. Another funny thing I've been seeing a lot of is these people with statuses about, mad that the border's not opening and this and that. And there was a time where I was a little pissed off about that too. Now, I don't care that much. However, there's this... I don't know if I should talk about it because it's kind of mean. But there's just one girl that's been advocating for this border to be open so she can see her boyfriend. Meanwhile, I've seen some screenshots from her specifically about how her boyfriend was cheating on her and, doing this on camera. She found video of him cheating on her and she's advocating for the borders to be open. And she's strongly opinionating. She's got a strong opinion towards this. Make sure that the borders get open soon so she can see him because he's probably with other chicks. Like, is that what your issue is? She needs it open so she can keep an eye on him? Probably. Like I said, I shouldn't talk about that because she's a friend, but, I mean, it's just embarrassing. Like, you're making such a big deal about all this, and, you're shit-talking this dude not long ago, sending me screenshots of it. So, I mean, whatever. But, yeah, so just all these correlations that are being made lately is incredible to me. If you do this, you're this. If you don't do this, you're this. Even my daughter's mom was telling me the other day, there was something on her Facebook about, silence is violence. If you're not saying anything, you're anti-blacks and this and that. pro-cop. Trust me when I tell you, I'm not pro-cop. I fucking hate dealing with them more than probably most blacks do. I hate it. Always have. And I mean, it's because I did a lot of illegal activity that I hated being confronted by them. But regardless, I'm very not pro-cop by any means. And people think I am because I'm very anti-terrorist group. Now, are there some good people in BLM? Of course. There's lots. Besides the trendies are these, 25-year-old white chicks that jump on the bandwagon of BLM because, that's what everybody's doing, and that's the cool thing. And you got to show your solidarity with the cool people, right? Obviously. I don't care about that. At one time, I might have, but I don't now. But anyways, they're not bad people. Do I like them? No, because I hate trendies like that. But there are good people. Are there good people that actually support the cause? Of course. Lots. But the virtue signalers that are, lumping everybody together and saying you're this if you don't do this, those are the worst people on the planet. I fucking hate them all. And I deal with them all day, every day. Luckily, Windsor doesn't have many of them. It's mostly online that I see them, but they're everywhere, man. And they don't stop. Like, once you engage a little bit, or they try to engage you, and they have the solution for everything, It's not a complex issue, what's going on with the police. It's just a very cut and dry, defund them, get rid of them. If only, right? It's like, it's the same as the gun control laws. Cut and dry, you know everything, man. You 25-year-old trendies, white women, they know all the answers. Just criminalize guns. That's how you get rid of gun violence. Don't you know that, stupid? But what about the illegal guns? If you don't have legal guns, then you're not going to need illegal guns. They're not, they're not going to come for you. Oh, no? Well, now that you have a disarmed population completely, you have free range for these illegal guns, dummy. Right? They don't want to talk about that. It's just like they don't want to talk about the first slave owner. It's got to be the evil white man. No, it was a black dude. Sorry. But, they don't want to talk about things like that. Anything that goes against their narrative, man, they're not going to talk about. It just won't happen. All the hypocrisy. You think about all of the different, like, the riots thing and the protest thing has got to be the most glaring hypocrisy ever. They're still trying to push this shit. Trump's rally, man, I think it's today, saying that it's a health risk. The riots and protesting were not health risks. It was too important. But the rally is the health risk. Get a fucking life, man. It's only a health risk because it's against what you want. I don't understand how they can be so scared of this man. He literally bows to everything the left wants. Constantly. That's all he does. What has he really won for the right wing? Not much. He had balls at one time. And a lot of people are hoping, hey, I give you this vote, man, you need to do something for me next time. Because you didn't do jack shit. We barely got wall going down there and got bump stocks taken away and, whatever else he did or didn't do. I don't know, man. The hypocrisy is just, it's getting so out of hand too. And then, you're bullied into forming opinion if you're against it. It's just sickening. On a lighter note, one of the Ted Wheeler people that I was talking about, I had screenshotted her profile just because of how funny it was. So her profile reads, Mandy, they, them, of course. Gotta make sure they know. Queer dick connoisseur and co-owner of Hardline Prosthetics. Whatever that is. Sex educator. Oh, I bet. Skateboard artist. You're very loud dad. If you'd like to check out this, hardlineprosthetics.com or at Hardline Pros. Check it out, man. You know, you might get the best thing in your life from them. Another funny thing I read. Kind of want to lighten the mood at the end because it's so serious throughout it. You know, the whole we was kings, all that shit about how Africa was so advanced and blah. I read this article. It was from a while ago, but this funny article about bald men being killed in Africa because these poachers think that there's gold inside of bald people's heads. I'm not kidding. This is true. Gold in bald people's heads. I can't make that up, man. And albinos being killed, that's been going on for years, though. They think that they have some kind of, like, anti-melanin, like, fucking, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they think they have, but yeah, albinos have been killed for years. Nuts. But, yeah, so anyways, I think that's where I'm going to call it today. It's been a few days since I put out a video, so I figured I'd, give my opinion on what's been going on the last couple days, because, like I said, it just, every couple days, it gets fucking crazier and crazier. Doesn't stop, man. And I don't think it's going to for a while. This is just the beginning. But I'll be here. Another little nugget. I have been trying to get out in the news world in Canada. Yeah, there's not many right-wing voices being heard or even talking, really. So I'm trying to get out there. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to put it out there and, get some kind of right-wing news source started. Because Windsor has none. We have CTV, CBC, and the Windsor Star, and fucking the Amherstburg asshole, or whatever it's called. And I'm really trying to get it out there, man. So if you could like and share, that would be fucking amazing. Be great. I haven't been getting a crazy amount of views, but I have been getting some, and it means a lot to me. It's really cool. I didn't expect to get even 10 views on some things, and it seems that people don't mind hearing what I have to say, and some might like it. Some might hate it. I had an idiot in the comments saying that posting your link places pisses people off. He said people are going to dislike your shit just for posting it, but he did it. He disliked my video, so I disliked all of his, and I happened to notice that he's got 9 subs for the last 2 years, and he's got about 60 views or so. I can't remember his name. Parrot Pellegrino or some stupid shit. Fucking moron. But, I mean, I'll take your criticism. But I think it's because, I've been putting up videos for a week and I have more views than him. I mean, as cocky as that sounds, because I don't have any views. I'm just saying, like, it seemed like he saw mine and saw that I had next to no views. And because he has next to no views, even less than me, he wanted to shit talk. Regardless. Anyways, please like and share. I would really appreciate that. And, or like and subscribe, I should say, not share. Like and sub, please. But, have a great day, and see you next time.